Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi guys, CeeChronicles here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I post fragrance related content here, and if you like that style of content and aren't subscribed, please consider joining this family by subscribing. And to those who are returning, thank you so much for the continued support. Today I have a haul, right? So I'm not reviewing any fragrances. I am just here to show you a PR package that was sent to me by Paris Corner. Now, this should have hit this channel about 10 days ago or so, because they mailed this fragrances to me on the 1st of August, right? But there's been a delay in the postal system and everything else. Okay, so as you can see there, that is a box directly from Paris Corner, and those are the goodies, okay? And the goodies are going to incorporate all of their new releases, So I can't wait, guys, to sniff these fragrances with you and tell you my thoughts. Now, because of the delay in the postal system, my fragrances, which I purchased as well with my own money, showed up at the same time. And I said, what a coincidence. But we're not going to make it about these fragrances. I am going to put the ones I bought with my own money on the side, and then we're gonna, do a separate video for these ones. So today is going to be about the Paris Corner. Now, thank you so much to Paris Corner, the company itself, for reaching out to me, recognizing me, and gifting me these fragrances. I appreciate it a lot. And you guys should tell me which ones I should start with. Okay, so we have the Cosmopolitan pair. I'm not sure whether there's just 2 in this line or there's more, but I have 2 with me here. This one is the Cosmopolitan London, and let me show you how it looks. Now, for the sake of making sure that this video doesn't take an eternity, we're not going to review these fragrances per se, because I think you know how that usually goes, that the actual video will take forever. So I'm just going to be opening them for you like this, and then giving you a close-up of how the fragrances look. Oh wow, this is how the Cosmopolitan London looks, right? So just take it out and show you a close-up of it. I would love for you guys to tell me which fragrance you want me to start with. I mean, in terms of reviewing, which ones are you particularly interested in knowing about from the house of Paris Corner. This is just my curiosity taking over here. Okay, so this is Cosmopolitan London, and then this is Cosmopolitan Dubai. Okay, so this is how Cosmopolitan Dubai looks like, exactly, of course, like the London one. Okay, same bottle, same everything. So you'd have to identify this one by actually reading the name there, where it actually says Dubai. Okay, this one gave me something like a sweet style of fragrance, like a powdery sweet, almost candy-like style of fragrance when I did, just spray it there for those who wanted to know. But as I said, we're not reviewing, it's just curiosity taking over me. Okay, this one does give me a typical like Middle Eastern style of fragrance there. Yeah, and I am getting like an aromatic, even oudi style of fragrance from this Dubai one. Maybe some amber as well. Okay, so that is the Cosmopolitan Dubai. The other one that is in the PR package is, of course, the Vox Patisserie. So if you were waiting for the review of this one, we have it now, and I personally can't wait to smell these fragrances, guys. I love the fact that they're all new releases from Paris Corner. Well, of course, except the fact that I forgot to ask for the apple tini. Guys, I love Killian's apple brandy, and Paris Corner have got apple tini, and how I wish it was part of this haul, but unfortunately I forgot to mention it because they just told me to give them a list of the fragrances I wanted. That's how I was spoiled for choice. So I could have literally asked for 1,000, I guess. Well, I wasn't going to ask for 1,000, but I'm just saying I could have asked for whatever fragrance I wanted from the house of Paris Corner, and they, were very delighted to gift me any fragrance that I wanted. So this was one of them, Vox Patisserie. Can't wait to smell this one because, of course, I love gourmand fragrances, and I believe this one is a gourmand style of, oh my God, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it. I know this sucks, and I know if you're watching the video, you'll be saying, okay, tell us. So anyway, Juicy Melang is another one that I couldn't wait to get my nose on. I love candy forward fragrances, and all I can wish for when it comes to this one is I do hope that it has some depth, because they did give us 2 in the same bottle. which is this style of bottle. Let me just show you quickly while I open it, the style of bottle. But I'm pretty sure you are aware of the bottle that I'm talking about, the pear potion and the mango punch. So this, I believe, should be a continuation of that, but Paris Corner throws us off because remember, they're the same company that gave us that Tuscan, and we're used to the Tuscan fragrances having that escada vibe, you know, summer juicy escada vibe, and boom, they dropped Caramel Cascade, a creamy gourmand that was unexpected. You wouldn't have expected it to be in the same line. So let me just spray this one quickly in this box and see whether it's going with the theme of the other ones or this one is a total throw off. Oh, I see. Okay. I get it. Yeah, it is. It's not gonna throw you off. It is in the same theme as, you know, that fruity style of fragrance. Exactly, fruity, something in here feels like passion fruit and all that. So it is definitely a continuation of the, you know, that series, the pear potion, the mango punch, and then of course now the juicy meringue. It is of course living up to the name. It is juicy, it's very fruity, it's sweet, and it does, just for now, give me a DNA that feels as though will be concentrated with time, because this is not like on the fresh summery fruity style. It has a thickness to it, like a weight to it, kind of feeling like and a greenness to it, a concentration like what is the name of that fragrance? I have it in my collection by Mugler. A concentration like Aura, something like that. It's not the same as Aura, but it's kind of giving me like that, you know. Aura is a green fragrance, but it's greener than green, if you know what I mean. But not, and something in it, in as much as it's green, is also pacifying you to kind of like tolerate it. So that is what I'm getting from this. I'm getting a fruity style of fragrance, but it's definitely the best of the three. Okay, so far, that is what I can say, maybe just to cut to the chase. Compared to the mango punch and the pear potion, this one is definitely better. It's got more twist, it's got more character. Okay, and then the other one I have from them is Salty Breeze. Now this is not new. I just wanted it in my collection because I do have that Jo Malone wood sage and sea salt. I have it in a miniature size, so I just wanted to know whether they nailed this one. So Salty Breeze is not news by now, that it does share a lot in common with Jo Malone's wood sage and sea salt. So because we talk about a lot of inspirations on this channel, this I deliberately asked for, not because it's new. I think this one is like maybe it's a 2024 release, but probably like maybe 5 months old or even 6 months old. Why I open them like this, guys, is I often have to do shorts. So when I do shorts, sometimes I have to like slide them back in and then give you the shorts that make sense that they are actually being unboxed. So it's just one of those things. And Maima is on holiday, she's not here. So if she was here, she would have another camera upright to do the Instagram and the TikTok ratio. So I am just doing one ratio and making sure that I open them careful enough, well, save for these ones, because these ones are a booklet, so I actually had to rip everything off. So I'm just opening them carefully enough because of that. Okay, so Salty Breeze looks like this, making a second bottle that looks like this from Paris Corner in my collection, because I have vanilla, citron vanilla. Okay, I have citron vanilla, so this is going to be the second one. This is something that I am kind of like pre-programmed in my mind to expect to smell like wood sage and sea salt. So okay, I think I kind of like this one more than wood sage and sea salt, just based off first impressions. And I know that what I'm simply taking out of the bottle is the oxygenated part of the fragrance. So don't come here and say, oh no, those were first impressions. That's not what it's like. You know, when a fragrance is being like shaken about in movement and stuff, there's going to be like that's some disintegration or something. So whatever it is I'm telling you now, it's probably going to get better or get worse or whatever it is. At the moment, I'm not getting a fragrance as piercing or as salty. Let me put it like that, as salty as wood sage and sea salt, but I can see the resemblance. This is another trio, or these are the other ones that I couldn't wait to get my hands on, and it's the Ophidian line. Okay, I call them the Ophidian trio, but I don't think they are going to end up on just or end on just the 3. Paris Corner being Paris Corner, are probably going to extend this line. So as I'm calling it the Ophidian Trio, don't run with that and say, oh, it's only 3 of them. They could be making another 5 for all we know. Okay, the very first one that I have right now from the Ophidian out of the 3 is Mango Bliss. Okay, oh yeah, this is another one that I just couldn't wait to get my hands on, because this Mango Bliss, if I'm not mistaken, could be in the same fragrance family as God of Fire. And you know that fragrance, guys, then much is expected of this Ophidian Mango Bliss fragrance. Okay, this I'm not going to be able to slide out. Even if I do, it's not going to help, because I'm not going to be able to put it back. So this I have to rip from the side. So unfortunately, to those that wait for my unboxings on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, I'm sorry for that, because some of these, like, you know, boxes that are like booklets, there's nothing you can do about making sure that you open them, like, and preserving the plastic at the same time. So this is going to be coming to you guys on TikTok and on Shorts already unboxed. Oh my god, this is how it looks. Look at that. And I am so delighted that I have the 3. This I'm going to spray on my arm. I have to spray this one on my hand. I just have to. Look. And okay, somebody was talking about the Middle Eastern houses using snakes and stuff for their decor. I personally don't have a problem. What's going on here? It's so tight. Okay, the top is okay. All right, the top was really tight there, but let's see. Okay, I took a chance with this one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so this is definitely a mango with a citrus. Definitely a mango with a citrus, because it's definitely zesty at the same time. There is like a distinct what you call it, like an orange peel type of feel, as though you're squeezing into an orange peel. That is what screams the most. And then the mango is then coming behind that. So the opening of this is more about that orange than it is about the mango. But now I'm gonna say a minute in, the mango, you start to feel the mango, and it is that the mango is interpreted in that juicy style of mango. You know, like in my country we have those small mangoes that are really stringy. That is how the mango is interpreting in this, guys. It's very juicy, and the fragrance in itself is sweet with character, and you can tell that the quality of this, just based off the fact that this is a first impressions, is amazing. Guys, I want you to take note of this. These reviews are not going to be biased based on the fact that I have received these fragrances as PR. You know, it's something that I make clear with every company that I work with, that I will always make sure that I be as honest as possible. But having said that as well, I want you to understand that palettes are different, okay? What I might think is, say for instance, so zesty in this, somebody might not even get that, right? So it is important to understand that my taste and yours may differ. So it's just something to put into consideration. But so far, I like this. I'm going to show you the ones I really, really like. Okay, I think to make sure that I don't yap a lot. And then there is Black Cherry. Okay, so just the presentation on these ones, you can tell that this Paris Corner is not joking. Okay, so let's see what Black Cherry is all about. I love cherries. So it's probably going to be one of those fragrances that I don't care what it is, whether it's gonna smell like something I already have. I probably just won't care, because I am a sucker for cherry fragrances. And this one being Black Cherry, I'm expecting it to be a cherry with some weight, you know, because Black Cherry must definitely be a cherry that is okay, right? So let's just take that out. So this is Ophidian Black Cherry. I'm trying to make sure that I don't drop the bottle there, because as I was opening it, it did shake about. Okay, oh my God, where do I spray this? Let's see. If it's not velvety inside, I'm gonna spray it inside. But I've noticed that some of the, no, I can't spray it in this because it's not gonna give me the good, it's not gonna give me any like proper representation. I need to spray this one on a tester paper, which I do have, okay. So let's spray this on this, right? Ah, the tops are snuggled. Okay, the tops are really stuck on the okay. All right. Okay, definitely getting the cherry nuttiness, sticky cherry, sweet. This to me is not, you know, I remember somebody dropping in my comment section immediately and saying, oh, the cherry one is a clone of, what's the name of that one? That Tom Ford one. No, I'm not getting that. If it is similar to that, it's definitely not the Lost Cherry. That's not what I'm getting. It's something more than that. There is definitely a cherry, a smoky cherry, like a sweetened concentrated cherry that I'm getting from Black Cherry, guys. I love this one as well. I love this one. The only thing I'm gonna hate about some of these bottles, the new ones from Paris Corner, is of course I have to keep on, you know, polishing them up there because they are fingerprint magnets. Okay, so let me just put that one to the side. That is the Black Cherry. I'm getting like a sticky sweet cherry in this fragrance, an almondy tone, very sweet, even underlying woody, even, you know, beautiful style of cherry. Anyway, moving on to the next one. This is Ophidian Sweet Surrender. This one's also shaking, so I have to make sure that I open it carefully because I think it has moved from where it was. Okay, just show you right there. So this is Sweet Surrender. This one, I have no idea what they were going for, right? So that's how it looks there. I'm just being careful because I don't want the bottle to fall out. I'd hate to lose these bottles. And what I noticed is there is like a story to this. The Ophidian aesthetics is a mesmerizing celebration of the senses with, ooh, okay. I'm going to give you more detail of what the storylines for these fragrances are saying or are on about, because obviously we're not about that. And this is a close-up of Sweet Surrender. So I am expecting some juicy sweetness with this one. I'm expecting a fragrance that is maybe even going to be gourmand, because for them to call it sweet, this I also committed to spraying this one on my arm. Oh, this is just sweets. These are sweets. Oh God, what has Paris Corner done this time? Oh my God, this is so nice. I mean, what Paris Corner had, oh, these tops, okay, they're really, really tight. Paris Corner, to me, feels like they did hit to the core of giving people gourmands, because this is a sweet gourmand. There's something familiar about it. There is something familiar about this. Okay, I get sweets from this. I get caramel. Oh my, okay. The name is befitting. Sweet Surrender, the name is befitting. Okay, so that this doesn't take an eternity, I am left with only 3. And for me to say only 3, honestly, I am left with 3 because there's a lot of fragrances here. So if you stuck around to the end, you know that we have opened quite a lot of fragrances here. So I'm not saying only as in like undermining the number of the fragrances that were here. I'm just saying I am left with 3 for those who care to know how many are left. This is Cheruto. I actually deliberately asked for this one because the very first Cheruto did not interest me because it was brown in color, and the appearance of that Cheruto was like masculine and kind of intimidating there. So I kind of had a mental shortcut that is going to be along the lines of a masculine style fragrance. I don't know what you have done, Paris Corner, with your tops. Okay, this is also tight. Okay, right, so this is Cheruto Regal. So let me just put the cap on. It actually looks more decent that way. Okay, Regal, in case I use this as a thumbnail. All right, so this we can spray inside. I always spray inside the box if the box has got like that type of material in there where the fragrance will actually stick and it will be able to communicate. When you're spraying inside boxes, just make sure they're not glossy, because then there's nothing that's going to be absorbed there. Okay, I love this. I love this. This is not screaming masculine to me. This is unisex. There's something in here as well that's coming across as though it's musky, powdery, even like a white chocolate style of thing. Guys, I don't have the notes for these fragrances, so I am just going by my nose, but something in here is also coming across as sweet, spicy, not spicy in the Middle Eastern style of spice, but this is certainly a fragrance I can rock. This I can rock. I'm getting a faint tobacco feel, very faint tobacco feel that is kind of mixing with something that feels like maybe a white chocolate, or if it's not white chocolate, like maybe a creamy nuance. It could have even sandalwood or something, because there is a creamy thing that's in here, but it's the sort of cream thing. Okay, it could be a cream thing that is just that my senses are detecting, but maybe there's no cream in here. But I'm just saying, for now, my senses feel as though they are smelling something like a creamy nuance, but I know it's a creamy nuance that's safe enough not to call this one, say, yummy or a gourmand for ladies. It's like that style of gourmand that men would love to wear. Say you're a man and you like your fragrances on a sweet, soothing side with a touch of woods and a touch of tobacco, but not enough to take over this Charuto Regal. I love it. I don't know why they packaged this one in the Pandora, because their Pandora line has just unfortunately been labeled as one of those lines that do not last. I don't know for what reason, but when it comes to the Pandoras, guys, it depends on the DNAs, actually, the DNAs that you go for when you're going for the Pandora. Because, you know, when it comes to DNAs, for instance, even in the perfume industry, say you go for a Chloe DNA, okay, like the Chloe fragrances, most of them are not intense. They're like light, freshies, that sort of thing. And then you go for a Chloe smell-alike from the Clone House. I mean, what would you be expecting? It's going to be light and faint. So when it comes to some of these DNAs, before some people jump on, oh no, it doesn't last. And I'm not saying this to support Paris Kuna or any other company that makes some of these affordable fragrances. I am just saying, make sure it's a DNA that is actually long lasting, for you to expect it to last. Because in all fairness, I'll give this one as an example. Wood Sage and Sea Salt, for example. I'm not saying this is Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I'm just saying it shares that salty note, so has been likened to Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Now, the actual fragrance from Jo Malone is moderate in performance, so I'm not expecting this fragrance, guys, say for instance, if it nails that DNA, if at all, that is what it's going for, I wouldn't be expecting this fragrance to fill the whole yard, because, I mean, look, it's drawing off of inspiration, say for instance, from a mild fragrance in the first place. So that is what to consider before maybe kicking off and saying, oh, some DNA doesn't last and all that. Okay, now then I have Soothing Zafai. This is one I saw early this year. So this is not as latest as the Juicy Milan, but it is latest in the sense that I think it's a 2024 composition. In fact, all the ones I have here are 2024 compositions. If there's one or two that are not, then there would be late 2023. But I just made sure to choose some of the latest, so that we see some of the DNAs that Paris Corner has been playing around with. Oh, I like this. Look, they've done it again. They've gone ahead to give me that, that mirrored glass. Okay, so it's going to be a pain making sure that these fragrances are clean, because they are fingerprint magnets. All right, so this I'm not going to lie to you. This is difficult to describe. It's coming across as exactly soothing. It's coming across as a, for lack of a better word, when I have a fragrance like this, I always call it like waxy. Like when you take, say, beeswax, for example, and you smell that, there really isn't like a way to describe it. It's just like waxy, like embery, like mineral like. Okay, that is what I'm getting, like a mineral tone style of fragrance, but it is certainly a fragrance that I would wear as well. But this is not sugary like most of the ones that I have here. This is kind of, this can be qualified as even fresh, if you know what I mean. But it's giving me a DNA that is sort of like what you call that one? I know it's gone around as smelling a lot like some Le Labo, but what I'm getting now, to give you a mental shortcut, is it's giving me something like in the same vein as a Guinea Made, that style of fragrance. It's not Guinea Made, okay, but I'm saying that is how it vibes. If you know Guinea Made, you know that it's a difficult one to describe, kind of mineral toned there. This one definitely needs time. I mean, it gives me that, it actually interprets as, what do you call it? Metallic in a way, mineral toned, like how you would perceive the smell of ice cold water, the smell of ice, or the smell of cold steel. So this one I wouldn't call gourmand. This one's got character. This one's different. It's actually different from all the ones I have here. Yes, it can qualify as fresh. It can qualify as maybe to some, yes, metallic, but it's just, it's a weird one. Okay, it's a weird one, but it's nice. It's a DNA that's gonna have its own people, if you know what I mean. Like, it's either you get along with this DNA or you don't. It's just one of those. It's not like a crowd pleaser or trying to whatever, but at the same time, it's not off-putting. Now, the last one is going to be this one. Now, I have brought a full review of Quatre, right, which is 4, and this is of their North Stag line. Okay, Quatre, I brought here. The one I did a review of was courtesy of Ajwa, because it was off Ajwa's collection. So when Paris Corner reached out, I knew I needed this one, because out of her collection, I had actually said I am going to buy this fragrance when I get the money, okay? And it was just as well that Paris Corner reached out, and I had the privilege to choose fragrances that I wanted. So this was one that I knew I wanted. So not much is going to be said about this one here, because you guys have seen the full review. This one was just for the sake of me owning it in my collection. It is summery, it's sweet, it does smell zesty as well, just like the bottle. So yeah, beautiful fragrance there. That is the last one. So I'm gonna eliminate this one, because this one is not new. We have a review of it, guys. If you want a full review or my take on it, you can check the channel. Now let me tell you about the ones that I am completely obsessed with here and now, right? This line, if at all there is a Paris Corner line that you should own, then it's gonna have to be this line, okay? Now, in terms of which one I like the most, I'm gonna say, okay, let me just hold them properly. Let me hold them like this, because I don't want to get you guys mistaken. Sweet Surrender is on the side, Mango Bliss is on the side. Now, in terms of which one I like the most out of the two, and it's not because I don't like the third one. I just eliminated the third one because it's got that cherry note in common. So with cherry, you know, it's either you like cherry or not. And all you need to be told after that in a review is to what extent the cherry is cherrying. So that is why I put it to the side. But I love it as well. So I left the competition to be amongst these two. I think I'm liking Sweet Surrender the more, all right, because this is outright gourmand. This is sweet. This is sweets. This is just yummy. It's caramel. It's creamy. It's everything nice. I love this one, followed by Mango Bliss. With Mango Bliss, the only reason why I'm saying followed by Mango Bliss is it's got that prominent citrus thing that you get there in the opening, after which it then opens up to the mango. And I know citruses have got a tendency of doing that, screaming right there at the top and then toning down. It's not a citrus fragrance. It's just that is what I get. It's you know, it gives you the citrus and then the mango. So yeah, the Ophidian line, definitely one that you may want to own. Black cherry, beautiful for those who love the thickened cherry. Mango Bliss, beautiful if you like your fruity tone style of fragrances. And Sweet Surrender if you're a sucker for gourmands. So I am rating this based on the favorites that I have here. This is a no-brainer. I love this. This is just, I knew I would love it, and it hasn't disappointed. I mean, this is just beautiful, okay? This is gorgeous. And then there's, of course, the Juicy Melange. So far, I can say it's better than the other two. Definitely better than the other two. And this is based off first impressions. So absolutely love this one. This, of all of them, is the most shocking surprise. I was not expecting much from this fragrance, but I thought I'm going to try it anyway. And I'm going to say it's gorgeous. Okay, so out of the ones that they have sent me, right, apart from the one I already had, which is that Not Stag number 4, I love the Ophidian line. I love the Juicy Melang. I'm obsessed with the Vaux Patisserie. These two, I need time, okay? But what I can say offset is I love the London one more than I love the Dubai one, because this one is a no-nonsense type of fragrance. It's for that bold, brave, person. It's different, and it gives me that. It is befitting to be called the Dubai one. This is more of a gourmand, like sweet, sweet, yummy style of fragrance. I absolutely love this one. This is a no-brainer. I love this, actually. Okay, so yeah, that is what I can say, guys, about these fragrances. Full reviews are coming on my channel. Let's meet in the comment section where you tell me which one you want me to start with. Thank you so much to Paris Corner for honoring me with these fragrances. Thank you so much for trusting my nose and for gifting me these fragrances. Remember to turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video and let us interact in the comment section, as I said. And remember, guys, that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.